Good morning, everybody. How you doing today? My name's Andrew.
I'm Matt.
I'm Gavin.
I'm Mimi.
I'm Grandpa.
I'm Daniel.
I'm Aunt Becky.
I'm Tracy.
I'm Sadie.
I'm Kelly.
And we're some of the Veggie Boys. And we'd like to thank you for stopping by. If you're new here, please consider subscribing because we can grow a lot of stuff on the farm, but one thing we can't grow is this channel without your help. Welcome back, everyone. It's so nice to see you. We have been pretty productive this morning. We've got the farm market all set up and ready to go. We've also been moving some baskets around. We've been working up in the larger greenhouse, and we just brought down a full load of hanging baskets, which is exciting. We are still continuously working on filling up each and every one of the greenhouses. We've been moving a few other things down here, and this greenhouse is gonna be the next one that we really start loading a lot of plants into. If you remember, not too long ago, we brought down a few loads of hanging baskets, and we're definitely gonna have to bring some more down.
Someone turned off all these waters.
I don't wanna say nothing, Matt, but I think we did that. I think we did that like a long time ago.
Why would we do that? We knew we were gonna use them again.
Oh, 6 baskets, watch out.
That one? Yeah. Or no, that one you just...
Bit of air coming through?
But this was closed.
Aunt Becky's calling me. She said something about me being her favorite nephew.
I doubt it.
Did Callie come this morning?
No, she wanted to hang out with the babies. Said, come on, Callie, let's go to work. And she goes, I'm gonna hold the babies. I said, really? She's like, yeah, hold the babies. Like, is that code for something I'm unaware of? Why is your belly all dirty?
I don't know. Maybe I had this on yesterday.
Now you may notice we have not put any water lines into place. That is for a very good reason. Once we get all the baskets hung up, we're gonna go through and make sure that everything is correct. We could do it now, but if we start using the wrong water lines, by the time we get to the end, oh, that would be pretty messed up. So we're just trying to be a little more cautious about it so that we're not hurting ourselves later on. Another load of baskets has been brought in. What's really neat about this load is we hung them up straight away. So now we're starting to fill up all of the hangers in here, which is a big deal because a lot of the times when the baskets start to leave in the upper greenhouse, we will then pull from this greenhouse. This greenhouse usually doesn't get as much foot traffic as the ones up over the hill for like obvious reasons because this is down around back. You will get the occasional customer that will come down and look at the baskets. For the most part, everything that we raise down here, we will have up in the larger greenhouses. It's just adding to the selection that we already have. So a lot of people like to look in the upper greenhouse and then they'll come down here, check out this greenhouse, see what they can find. For the most part, anything that's put in here ultimately will go up top. This greenhouse usually houses our vegetable plants and some other types of flowers. The hanging baskets are the only things that get hung up in here, just different types of flower combinations. And then we'll have a few flowers in this one, but mostly vegetable plants. Now we did change that around last year. I don't know if we're gonna stick with what we did last year. We kind of did that because we were in a pinch with different types of plants coming in, but it worked out. We always make do with what we have. Now that we've got all those baskets unloaded, Matthew's taking that wagon up top. Dad is running to get some milk for the calves because we can hear him hollering this morning. And Daniel ran up to get silage. So this would probably be a perfect time to get these animals all taken care of, which is what we're gonna be moving on to next. Oh yeah. Now, if you remember from last time we got chickens, what we like to do after we feed and water the new laying hens is take a slow walk through them just to make them a little more comfortable with us. They still are pretty frightened by us, but that'll change as they start to learn that we are friend, not foe. Beautiful birds though. Just absolutely gorgeous. Smells so good. Oh yeah, put that in an air freshener. You'd take it home, wouldn't you?
Yes, I would.
What would you call that scent? Wrapped up bale? Fresh, not fresh hay. That's our new scent we're coming out with. Dad, I just wanted to let you know, people were impressed with your chicken pen.
I'm thinking about patenting it, and I'm starting on another line of work. I'm gonna build chicken pens.
Ooh, that'd be exciting. But don't you have enough to do already?
Well, no, I'm gonna hire somebody to do this. I'm just gonna be the boss.
Who are you gonna hire?
Hey, Daniel, what are you doing tomorrow?
I guess building chicken pens.
And your employee's gonna be Ralph.
We have been flying through the jobs this morning. We have got the animals now all taken care of. Daniel got the eggs collected while we were working on some other jobs. And from what I saw, he had a huge basket of eggs. That's always nice to see. But what's amazing is even though we're getting those large baskets of eggs every day, it's not enough, which is why we had to get the new batch of chickens, which have been doing really well. They don't seem to be struggling at all. They're eating great, they're drinking plenty of water, they're giving us all good signs. There's a few things we need to be concerned about with this greenhouse yet. Our roll-up side is broken, so we're gonna have to fix that. It's not gonna be too crazy of a job, but we gotta get the roll-up side fixed, and then we just gotta get this greenhouse filled up, and I think that's about it. Might have to hook up a few more water lines. Things are looking up. Not only do we have greenhouse number 4, which we're working on filling up, we're soon gonna be moving into greenhouse number 5, so we're gonna have to kick these calves out. And then we have greenhouse number 6, which we've slowly been working on clearing out. There is a few important pieces of equipment that we're gonna be using here shortly. All the way here in the back, we have our 2-row corn planter with our mulch layer attachment, and we also have our bed mulch layer that we use for all different types of crops. We stored these 2 pieces of equipment in this greenhouse because they're important and we didn't want anything to happen to them. When you're able to store some of your key pieces of equipment inside, it's just makes everything better. It makes the next year a lot easier. One of the most frustrating things with farming is dealing with breakdowns. It just takes up so much time and it takes up so much effort. Nobody likes breakdowns. Another wagon full of plants has been moved into the greenhouse. We gotta head back up top and repeat the process. You can see inside the greenhouse right now we have Daniel and Rhonda working on filling up hanging baskets. We then bring the baskets over here, and then Aunt Bonnie and Aunt Rhonda have been working on filling them up with the transplants. Now, what's interesting about that is no matter how fast it seems that we are taking these baskets out of here, the girls just fill the spaces right back up. These girls are hard workers. We got to stay ahead of them. They just keep filling them up with hanging baskets, and we got to keep taking them out. This end of the greenhouse, you gotta be a little more careful. The baskets get a little bit closer to the head. And at this point, now every single one of them I will bump into, so you gotta be careful. Anywhere that you can see an open spot is from where we've originally taken hanging baskets. And this whole table, we had done a great job at pulling all the hanging baskets out of, but you see all the fresh dirt here. This is where the girls have been working on filling up. And that's another wagon full that we need to head down and unload. But before we do that, I wanted to show you what kind of herbs we have going on in the greenhouse. To start us off, we have our mojito mint. We also have a beautiful chocolate mint. This chocolate mint is very popular. As we move down a little bit further, we have some sage. And then from our sage, we move into our spearmint and peppermint. This is one of the best smelling spots in the whole greenhouse. A little further down, we have a small, very small selection of lavender. We also have some lemon verbena. If you've never smelt lemon verbena before, do yourself a favor, find some. Oh, it's wonderful. Down from the lemon verbena, we have thyme. Yes, plenty of thyme. Moving a little further, we have some oregano. Now this right here is called Pizza Night Oregano. It even has recipes on the back. That's so cool. Then we have some more thyme, and if we go a little bit further, we have rosemary. And then last but not least, we have lemongrass. Everybody loves a good lemongrass. The thing I love about lemon verbena and lemongrass is when you're cooking different types of foods, it's fun to chop that up and add it right into the end. It gives it a very lemony smell that just adds to the flavor. Oh, I'm getting hungry. Is it lunchtime yet? Boy, this time change messes up a lot of things. I mean, I'm hungry at the wrong times. My kids don't know what's going on, so it's okay though. We're having fun. I'm hungry, and I didn't have coffee today, Daniel.
Oh, I made bacon and cheese bagel.
Well, why didn't you make me one? Did you hear this, Matt?
What?
Daniel's telling me how he made a bacon, egg, and cheese bagel for breakfast, and he did not bring me one. Fresh made bagels, fresh made bacon. What is going on here? And now the wagon has been moved into the greenhouse. Now, interestingly enough, we are separating them into 2 stacks. You'll see a lot of them are being hung up behind me, but then we also have an entire line right along here. I don't know if I mentioned it in the last video, but all these pots that we're putting along this line have to go over to the next greenhouse that we have the calves in. So that is gonna be a big job coming up soon. But for now, it works out that we're just able to put them in here. We don't have to worry about having them up top taking up all that space. Cut her hard, cut her hard. Look at those backing up skills. I bet you that guy drives a lot of tractors. Just if I had to guess. I had to take the old sweatshirt off. I was getting a little too warm. This is one of my favorite parts of the year when it starts to warm up a little bit. The second it gets over 50 degrees, you're like, yep, sweatshirt's off. We're in the warmest weather of the year. And it kind of tricks your brain when you have all these plants and you're moving everything, and the greenhouse is so nice. And we've dealt with really nice weather, but moving into next week, I think we're gonna be hitting like the 30s again. I don't know, it's not gonna stay long, thankfully. I'd prefer it if it was warmer. I'm gonna go grab an orange. A snack sounds like a great idea. I'm gonna get an orange too. When I made my way up into the farm market and I grabbed my snack, I was getting ready to enjoy it, but then I looked at the clock and I realized, oh, it's lunchtime, or it was just about lunchtime. We had enough time to bring the wagon down around back, but now we're gonna head up and eat, and then we'll get back to working on this later. Lunchtime is here. Looks like we're having kielbasa for lunch. That's good. I am down for that. We also got some fresh peppers. Then what are you working on over here?
Jelly.
Making jelly? Woo! We just got finished with lunch here, and look who we have. How are the horses today?
They're stable.
Oh, it's nice to have a stable life, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because an unstable life is not good, but a stable life, boy, that's just ideal. Sometimes a stable life can be pretty wild.
Especially when there's donkeys.
It's okay, Lauren had to go to a doctor's appointment, so I needed to come home and take care of the babies. They're doing good. He was a little fussy. He just fell asleep. He just fell asleep just like that. She was fussy, and I started feeding her, taking care of her, and then he got real fussy. It's going well over here. But yeah, this is why sometimes I gotta come home. Lauren will have doctor's appointments where she can't bring the babies. And thankfully we had someone to go with Lauren today. Just me hanging out with the kiddos. Well, everyone, Lauren ended up getting home right now. Callie and Nana Bonnie are out playing in the backyard. They're playing with their little swing set. Lauren is resting. Both of the babies are down for a nap. And we just got food made. So we're gonna eat some dinner. Just a mention, if you guys are new here, please consider subscribing. We post videos like this all the time, so if you enjoyed it, you can always check out some more. If you have not already, please remember to like the video. And yeah, dinner's gonna be awesome tonight. It's like a potato casserole with like all different types of foods in it. We got some corn in there. We got some kielbasa, cheese. What a deal. What a deal. Hey everyone, we're gonna sit down and eat now. We're gonna get everybody inside, and this is where we're gonna end the video. Bye-bye.